Thank you for joining us, America. Joe's with us in Austin, Texas. Hi, Joe. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
So we're looking for a financial advisor, and a lot of information online says to look for a CFP. I wanted to get your take on it, and more generally, what should we be looking for in a financial advisor?
The CFP is the Certified Financial Planner designation. It is a rigorous field or process of study, and usually takes a few years to achieve minimum. It's much akin to getting your CPA, except you have to get your CPA to practice. But I mean, it's a very difficult process. So CFPs are all. If you find one that is a CFP, they all have good, strong academic knowledge. That's the upside. The downside is they're somewhat indoctrinated, and some of them can't see their way past, into doing their own critical thinking into what they were taught. And so that's my only problem I run into with them is they get, and they have, some people have a tendency in the financial world, CFPs included, to get just paralysis of the analysis. They get to where they spend all their time majoring in minors instead of dealing with the main issues on the table. So that's what you want to be aware of. But in other words, I would not agree with your online people that someone has to be a CFP in order to give good financial advice. I disagree. But it certainly is a wonderful designation, and it is a rigorous field of study to give you an understanding of it. I've got a lot of friends that are CFPs, a lot of them, and a lot of our people we endorse are CFPs. So you want them to be a certified financial planner, not a certified financial Pharisee. And that some of them fall in the latter. So now what am I looking for? Here's the rule I use first and foremost in all financial advice. And that would include my lawyer that does our estate planning, my tax guy, my investment guy, my real estate person, if you were getting a mortgage, insurance. Those are all financial categories. In every case, I'm looking for someone that first and foremost has the heart of a teacher. Every one of those fields that I just mentioned teach people to sell first. And about 85% of the people in every one of those fields I just mentioned are salespeople. You do not want them. I don't mind buying from them, but I don't want to have an interaction with somebody where I constantly have my shields up because I think they're trying to sell me all the time because they're trying to sell me all the time. And so what I want is I'm not worried about a conflict of interest. I don't mind somebody making a commission on a real estate transaction. But the heart of a teacher is this. They want the customer to understand the facts, the situation, the market, the history, how the product works, everything about it, so that then the customer can make a wise buying decision, because the person that is that mature knows that if you make an unwise buying decision, in the case we're talking about here, an investment that is a bad investment, and you didn't understand what you were getting into, then they're going to get blamed, and you're not going to continue to do business with them. So it is a long horizon mindset. It's a long time frame mindset to bother to teach your customers. And so if I have a lawyer that drops his glasses down on the end of his nose and starts talking down to me, I fire his butt because he got confused about who he works for. I'm not going to be talked down to by any of these idiots. It is their job to teach me, right? And then I'm going to make my decision. So when I'm in a legal situation and I'm talking to our in-house counsel, and maybe even we brought in someone from the outside to advise us, and we say, okay, here's what we're facing, this, and this, this, and this. I say, well, what would you do? And they tell me, I say, why would you do that? I'm learning in order to make my own decision. Do you see the difference?
I do.
That's what you're looking for, is the heart of a teacher. And when we are doing our due diligence on the financial advisors that we endorse, that is our primary filter, that they don't have slick on them. That they're good folk. They don't have to make the sale today to hit some quota, or they're not pushing some company crap. They're just there to help, and they know if they help you that you're going to send them your brother and your friend and both your golfing buddies. And they know that if they do the right thing for you, and you learn and you're comfortable, then you're going to tell them about your guy, you know, and that's how they get their business instead of slicking around on everybody. And you can tell when you meet with them, and if you're married, your wife can really tell.
Yeah.
Wives can smell slick a mile away, you know?
Yep.
And so that's the main thing. And then when you get in there, if they can't teach you, that means they don't know what the flip they're doing, right?
Right.
And so now you know if the CFP did them any good or not. Because some people are good at passing tests, but that's all they're good at. Now, but most of the time, I would say if you got a CFP, you have a very, at least academically knowledgeable person. Now, they may have fallen off in the sales side of things, and they may have slick on them, but I'm more concerned about that part of the discussion than I am the other. So if if you do want to connect up with our people, we call them Smart Vestor Pros. We call you the Smart Vestor because a smart investor learns to do it themselves with help and guidance. In the multitude of counsel, there is safety, the Bible says. And so click on Smart Vestor at DaveRamsey.com, and you can find the people we recommend in your area, the Smart Vestor Pros in your area. You can type in your information. It'll drop down a list of people in your area, and then you can choose among them or not. Doesn't matter. But that's one of the primary ways we vet them. And they pay us an endorsement fee, but we don't do anything for that. We do it because we have so many people like you in the last 25 years on the air that have said, hey, Dave, who can I trust? Who can I trust? Who can I trust? And, and we follow up on every single person and make sure that they were taken care of. And every complaint, we run it to ground and make sure that, we want to know exactly what happened, any kind of a problem. And if we have any goofballs in there, we boot them out pretty quick. It's no guarantee, but we work hard at it, making sure they're the right kind of people. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show.